Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this morning's session. My name's Dave, and this is going to be a follow-along class which you are going to feel revitalized. We're going to stretch off the muscles nice and relaxed, nice and gentle, and we're going to feel fantastic for the day. Okay? So we're going to crack straight in. To finish off the movement as well, or the session, we are going to finish off with some breathing techniques. Okay? And it's a fantastic benefit to get you ready for your day, to fill the body with oxygen and set your mindset ready. Okay? So what I want to do is come into the first pose, which is going to be the cross-legged. As we are here, if you can get into this position, that'll be fantastic. If not, you can come into kneeling. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Whatever position you're in, feel like you're getting pulled through the top of the head with a piece of string. Okay, so you're reaching up, lengthening the spine. I want you to focus on the breath, focus on how it feels when you inhale and exhale. The reason we inhale through the nose is so we actually diaphragmatic breathe, rather than just breathing in the chest or breathing high up. We want to breathe into the stomach and full diaphragmatic breathing. For the next minute, I want you to just apply a little bit of tension through the legs. So I want you to literally try and force the knees down to the ground if you are in the cross-legged position. Okay, so you should feel a little bit of activation around the hip. Don't push with the arms. Rest the arms on top and drive the knees down. And you'll feel a little bit of tension in the hips. This is a little bit of strength going into the move. Only 30%. Trying to maintain a long spine and keep breathing. Okay, for the next minute, I want you to uncross your legs. If you are in the kneeling position, and stay where you are. Uncross, change your leg position. And then same again. 45 seconds of 30% tension into the floor. Keep breathing with pushing the knees down. You'll feel a little bit of tension in the hips, which is exactly what we're after. Okay, extend out. And back in. So what I want to do is resume that seating position if we can. If you are in the kneeling position, or in this position, that is absolutely fine. You can do exactly the same with the arm movement that we are going to do. Okay, so just a little bit of a side bend. So if we are here, I want you to put your left arm down, reach your right arm over, keeping this side down. Don't allow it to turn up. Keep your breath going. 3 deep breaths in each position. Back to center, over the other side. Try and reach long and strong through the position. Don't lean forward and arch the spine. back into center. All you're going to do now is reach forwards. So we're going to lean. Try and relax the head. So really, real heavy head as we do it. 3 deep breaths. When we do breathe, really exhale nice and strong, so we're actually releasing any tension, anything out of the body, and we just want to move and feel great this morning. That is what we are after, okay? So as you lean forward now, just literally move a few spaces to your left, reach over, 3 deep breaths. Making sure this side is still staying down, or you're on the kneeling position, lean forward and over. Sit up, work your way across. You should feel it all down the side of the body, through the top of the shoulder. Okay, staying nice and long through the spine. If you're in that kneeling position, then just extend your legs out. If you're in the cross leg, do the same. So all I want us to do is create a little bit of tension in the hamstrings. From here, I just want us to try and lengthen up so the chest comes up. We are as long and as strong as we can. 3 deep breaths. Create a bit of tension throughout the body and the system. Really focus on that breath. And relax there. Moving into a forward fold, seated forward fold. So if I go side on, you can see me lean forwards. I just want to grab the lowest part possible while maintaining the straight leg. Drop down, fold, heavy head, 3 deep breaths. You will feel tension in your upper back, maybe a little bit in your neck. That is totally fine. Just relax into it and feel a relaxed sensation, okay? It'll feel like a little bit of a pull, but that's what we want. As you exhale, just drop that a little bit deeper. Big stretch up and down and up. Really force up and down. Open up them shoulders, open up the back, the lats, and back down. Good. What we need to do now is come onto all fours. So you're going to go into a cat camel now. So wrists stacked underneath shoulders, knees stacked underneath hips. All you're going to do is keeping the head looking through the legs to begin with, pushing the shoulders away. I want you to drive your arms into the floor, driving up, okay, as much as you can. So extend. You can either have your toes flat on the mat or digging your toes in to get a little bit more stretch through them toes. Drive up. As you exhale, keeping the head between the legs, arch the back, keeping the head there all the way through until the last moment, then you lift your head. As you exhale, keep the head up, tilt the bum under, articulate all the parts of the spine. Last minute, head goes through. So as you can see from this position, head stays where it is, we drive away. Exhale, tilt, use the spine. As we get to the end, then arch up. Exhale, tuck bum under. Keep head up all the way. Okay, moving on now, we are going to thread the arms through. So from this one, all fours again, we're going to drive the back of the palm underneath and behind the hand. And as we get there, I want you to apply pressure to the floor, 30% only, okay? Then it creates a little bit of tension in that upper back. So you're down, you drive, 3 deep breaths, apply tension into the floor. Slowly come up, open up. Once more, we drive through. Apply tension, 3 deep breaths. As you push through this standing hand, we're going to drive up and back into centre. Okay, so we're going to go to the other side now. So back of the palm down, we drive through. 3 deep breaths, force into the floor. As you push away, keeping them hips locked in. Turn away from the body. Back down, so we drive. Back through, 3 deep breaths. As you come through, and back down. From this position, what I want us to move into now is a wider knee. Okay, so wherever you are, drive them knees apart, keeping the feet together. Then you are going to send into your forearms. Okay? As we do this, we're going to rotate the upper body. Okay, so we are planting the right arm down, turn up. I want us to do 3 deep breaths from that top position. Okay, so rotate, 3 deep breaths. And back down. I want you to keep applying tension into this stable hand on the floor. So apply tension in and then rotate. And back down. So from this position, that definitely needs twisting round. So from this position, we are going to go as wide as possible. We are going to bring the toes together and we're going to sit upright. As you sit up, we want the stretch through the groins, through the adductors. Nice, long and strong through that spine, like you're getting a piece of string pulled through the top of your head. 3 deep breaths. From this position now, plant one arm in, side bend, 3 deep breaths. Still stay long and strong through the spine, don't cave over. Drop down, other side. And back down. What we're going to do now is, still keeping in the same position, have a little bit of move left to right, just to manipulate the hips a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to go onto the forearms. We're going to sit a little bit deeper. 3 deep breaths. As we inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth and drop into that position, okay? Okay, come out of it again. One little move, loosen off a little bit. Reduce the tension. Last one, we're going to go into a full forward bend. Okay, driving the arms as far forward as you can, 3 deep breaths. Okay, and lift up, lift out of it. Okay, before we go on to our backs, we are literally just going to stand up. Oh, stretch off them hips, a few small hip circles. Okay, from here, all we're going to do is reach up nice and tall, forward fold all the way down, head heavy. Three deep breaths. Come up to halfway, lengthen the spine so you're nice and straight. Exhale down. 3 deep breaths. Head heavy. And fold up. Okay, back to your mat, onto your backs now. Sitting on your mats. What we want to do is bring both of the feet together, lying on the floor, and just side rocks. From here, good strong position, and just send over. Trying to keep your hands on the floor, pin your shoulder down. Three reps, have 1 deep breath in each position. One more each side. Extend them legs out, reach up, forward fold, and back down. What we are going to do from here is I want you to bring both of the soles of the feet together, and all we are going to do for a minute is create contraction through the hips, trying to bring the knees down to the floor. Okay, so from here I just want you to try and send the knees down. Try and create the hollow position in your lower back. Do not be arched. Draw the core on. Draw the lower back to the floor, driving the knees down. You'll feel a little bit of tension around the hip, which is your abductors working. %30 into the floor, remember, try and push down. $15 more seconds, just keep forcing down into the floor. Really open up the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just have a rock in that position. Okay, as we come up, we're going to go into a 90-90 position with the hips. So what I want you to do is bring the feet just outside shoulder width. If we can, we are going to push our arms into the floor so we drive the chest up. And all I want you to do is rotate down to the floor and back up. Fantastic hip opener and hip mobility and hip closing exercise. Inhale as we come into the middle. Exhale out. If we're going to usually have back pain, and sometimes it can come from tight hips, tight glutes, so really mobilising the midriff position is definitely something that we need to look at, and everyone needs to be mobile. And relax. I want you to do a big hug, so bring yourself into a big ball. Okay, into the glutes now. Next stretch, we are going to go from the all four position. If this is a bit too intense, then we can reduce it. As you are in the all four position, you're going to bring the knee as far forward as you can. Bring the foot to the inside and sit down. Okay, this is the first position we're going to go to. So if you've got this under control, and as we said, remember, we drive in, we bring through and sit back. You should feel it in the bent leg glute. If you've got this, I want you to then go onto your forearms. I'm going to do it for 40 seconds. So just relax and breathe in this position. 40 seconds, what I also want you to do, rather than being very passive, is drive this bottom ankle and leg into the floor as well. Okay? So while you're trying to lean forward, push into the floor with that bottom leg. Use your arm, push yourself out of it, into the other side, drive the knee up, open, sit in. If this is where you feel it the most, absolutely fine. Same again, push this leg into the floor while you lean into the stretch, or go down to the kneeling position. Still pushing that foot into the floor, feeling that stretch right up the glutes. "15 seconds, just really stretch through. Two, one, and relax. Oh. Okay guys, what I want you to do now then is to finish off for the final 4 minutes. I want us to sit in a relaxed position, wherever that may be. Is it kneeling? Is it cross-legged? Or is it on your back? You choose. Okay, and we're going to go through 4 minutes of a breathing technique. While you are breathing, I want you to breathe in through the nose, and I want you to really focus on how your breath feels, how the body feels, what the body's saying. Okay, really tune into how you feel today. Okay, so as we go back, I want you to inhale as much as you can through the nose, so a big breath. I want you to then hold it for as long as possible, and when you get the urge to breathe again, relax all the air out, and then hold that position again for as long as you can until you have the urge to breathe in. Okay, so inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Okay, for the next 3.5 minutes. Okay, so down we go. Hold as long as possible, remember. Inhale and exhale. Draw the shoulders down nice and relaxed. As you exhale, feel like you are deflating, letting everything out. Last big breath. And exhale and come back in. Thank you very much everybody for joining in. If you did like this video, please like, subscribe and share with others that you think will benefit from this. And I shall see you all in the next video.